Better to die on one's feet than to live on one's knees. Freedom is what we do with what is done to us. Man is condemned to be free because once thrown into the world, he is responsible for everything he does. It is up to you to give life a meaning. Hell is other people. I am, I exist, I think, therefore I am. I exist, that is all, and I find it nauseating. He was free in every way, free to behave like a fool or a machine, free to accept, free to refuse, free to equivocate, to marry, to give up the game, to drag this death weight about with him for years to come. I exist because I think, and I can't prevent myself from thinking. If you are lonely when you are alone, you are in bad company. In a world, man must create his own essence. It is in throwing himself into the world, suffering there, struggling there, that he gradually defines himself. We are our choices. In order to make himself thoroughly undesirable, he will speak. Once you hear the details of victory, it is hard to distinguish it from a defeat. Life begins on the other side of despair. He could do what he liked. No one had the right to advise him. There would be for him no good or evil unless he thought them into being. Man is nothing but what he makes of himself. Everything has been figured out except how to live. Man is not the sum of what he has already, but rather the sum of what he does not yet have, of what he could have. Smooth and smiling faces everywhere, but ruin in their eyes. To believe is to know you believe, and to know you believe is not to believe. We only become what we are by the radical and deep-seated refusal of that which others have made of us. Every existing thing is born without a reason, prolongs itself out of weakness, and dies by chance. I tell you in truth, all men are prophets, or else God does not exist. For those who want to change life, or to reinvent love, God is nothing but a hindrance. I do not understand. I understand nothing. I cannot understand, nor do I want to understand. I want to believe. I confuse things with their names, that is belief. God is absence. God is the solitude of man. I am going to outlive myself. Eat, sleep, exist slowly, softly, like trees, like a puddle of water, like the red bench in the streetcar. Ah, do not judge the gods, young man, they have painful secrets. It is, therefore, senseless to think of complaining, since nothing foreign has decided what we feel, what we live, or what we are. The more sand that has escaped from the hourglass of our life, the clearer we should see through it. I know only one church, the Society of Men. Night is falling at dusk. You must have good eyesight to be able to tell the good Lord from the devil. I think of death only with tranquility as an end. I refuse to let death hamper life. Death must enter life only to define it. I do not believe in God. His existence has been disproved by science. But in the concentration camp, I learned to believe in men. Like all dreamers, I confuse disenchantment with truth. There are two types of poor people, those who are poor together, and those who are poor alone. The first are the true poor, the others are rich people, out of luck. You are perhaps not lying, but you are not telling the truth. One cannot become a saint when one works 16 hours a day. As for us, my little friend, we entered because we were tired of dying of hunger. This is the contradiction of racism, colonialism, and all forms of tyranny. In order to treat a man like a dog, one must first recognize him as a man. In order to change poverty into wealth, one must start by displaying it. The colony is both settlement and exploitation. All human activities are equivalent. Who can exhaust a man? Who knows a man's resources? When the rich wage war, it's the poor who die. I had found my religion. Nothing seemed more important to me than a book. I saw the library as a temple. This desire to write is rather strange all the same, and is not without a certain cracked quality. Words are loaded pistols. If literature isn't everything, it's not worth a single hour of someone's trouble. I considered calmly that I was born to write. In reality, people read because they want to write. Anyway, reading is a sort of rewriting.